Sports fans, March Madness has officially begun today at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. The Michigan State Spartans are going up against the Mississippi State Bulldogs. They are ranked 9 and 8, so this one, in my opinion, will be a close game coming straight out the gate for our first one. I am going to say, of course, that Michigan State will take this win and advance to the second round of March Madness this year. Then you have the Quest, who is ranked 11, going up against a BYU. As the 12:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on True TV. I want to say BYU is the projected team to win here. BYU has been a decent team for most of the year. They were currently 23 and 10 going into the March Madness this year. I'm going to pick the upset here. I'm going to take Dukes to win this one. The Dukes, the questions to take the win here. The 1:30 Eastern Time on TNT, you got Akron going up against Creighton. Akron is normally, in my opinion, ranked a little higher than what we currently see them sitting at number 14. Creighton did extremely well this year in the Midwest region. They got number 3. I'm going to take the Creighton Blue Jays to upset Akron today. At the 2 p.m. slate, we have on TBS, you got the Long Beach State, who is ranked 15, going up against Arizona Wildcats. And Arizona has been extremely dominant this year, 25 and 8 in the season. Very good from behind the line. I don't know if Long Beach has what it takes to keep up with Arizona as this game continues to go on. I'm going to take Arizona to win this one and go to the second round. Wagner, who made it through the first 4, is playing UNC today at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. This one, I think Carolina will have no problem with. They did lose to a on fire NC State team. I don't think that's going to be an issue with them losing that game coming into this, on the simple fact that Carolina, I do believe, overlooked and didn't really think NC State was going to be that big of a threat coming into it. And that's what got them into the trouble they had. I'm going to take Carolina to advance to the second round. Illinois, ranked number 3, playing against Morehead State. These teams are actually, if you look at them overall, they are balanced. They have the exact same record. So this is going to be one of those games that the ranking is different, but the teams are going to surprise you. So, Morehead State Eagles, I am taking you to beat Illinois in the first round and advance to the second round. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Oregon Ducks going up against the South Carolina Gamecocks. This is another one of those that's going to be a very close, competitive game. I am actually going to say that the Oregon Ducks are going to, if you look at the bracket, upset the Gamecocks on TNT at 4 p.m. The Nevada Wolfpack is going up against the Daytona Flyers starting at 4:30 on TBS. This is another one of those I do believe that will be closer than what most people would think, especially if you pull for one of these teams. I think Nevada is very underlooked when it comes to this bracket. especially going up against Daytona or Dayton. I am taking Nevada to upset Dayton at home. Colorado State is going up against Texas. Colorado State was another play-in team, and they made it into March Madness. So they had to play to get here. Texas has had the time to rest. Looking at the record overall, Colorado State has been a more dominant team. I think that their play-in aspect was kind of overlooked, but Texas was more dominant in their conference. So I am going to take Colorado State, who has been on a hot streak, having to win to get there, and has not had a break, to beat Texas and upset them in the first round. Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus the Kentucky Wildcats. Start your 7 o'clock slate for the first round on CBS. Kentucky will easily beat the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland. You got the McNessie Cowboys going up against the Gonzaga Bulldogs. When you look at college basketball, you always see Gonzaga. They are normally in the final 8, if not the Sweet 16, when it comes to the NCAA March Madness. I do believe we're going to see that continue today. So give me Gonzaga to win the first round over the McNessie Cowboys. You got South Dakota State Jackrabbits going up against the Iowa State Cyclones at 7:35 on True TV in the first round. I would think here that Iowa State will also be taking the win here and moving on to the second round. South Dakota State could be the wild card in this first round, but they will have to come out red hot. And for this one, I'm going to stick with my gut and go with Iowa State. St. Peter's Peacocks is going up against the Volunteers of Tennessee. St. Peter's would have to be extremely dominant starting out. They will have to contain the outside and guard that rack when it comes to layups. And they would have to ensure that bucket for bucket down the line, they are back-to-back shooting. I'm taking Tennessee to be lights out in the first round and beat St. Peter's Peacocks. NC State, who has won 5 consecutive games to get to where they're currently sitting and to make it to March Madness after beating Carolina, they're going up against the Texas Tech Red Raiders at 9:40. I'm going to take the Pack to continue to be red hot, at least to the first round here, and upset because of just how the ranking system works. The Texas Tech Red Raiders. You got the Sanford Bulldogs going up against the Kansas Jayhawks at 9:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TBS. For me, Kansas is another one of those big teams that you can almost guarantee will be in the Elite 8. So give me Kansas to win in the first round. To end the night, you got the Drake Bulldogs going up against the Washington State Cougars at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For me, this is another close one when you look at it, in my opinion. So this will be our final upset, in my opinion, of the night. Give me Drake Bulldogs to take the win and to upset Washington State. Now, with that being said, March Madness basketball and sports fans, you can let us know in the comments who you think is going to win. If we didn't pick your team to win this, we do apologize. But that is how we look at it going into the first round. We will get the first round for the second set tomorrow for you as well. As always, we do appreciate all sports fans for coming and hanging out with us. And if you want to join the sports aspect of the Kraken universe, of course, as always, smack that subscribe button, turn on the notifications. That way you can be informed of all sports news from the Kraken. Until next time, we're over and out.